on here, I'm just going to go from this and show you my, this is a Nintendo 64. This is actually an AM/FM radio. You put it on your hip. You can listen to your music as you go down in style or Nintendo style. And this works. I was jamming out to it actually on at the beginning of one of my videos. So this is actually really cool. And I picked this up at like a free bin. So they didn't know what they had. This is really cool. The only thing it doesn't have is the back piece, but you know what? It still works excellent. So moving on here real quick. What else do we have? We have, because I got so much stuff to go over here. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna move on. Kind of go back to the Atari here. Okay. I obviously when I was at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, I picked up a relabeled Portland Retro Gaming Expo cart. This is number 14 of 50. Got this from John Hancock, which was there. He was selling these. Then I also did an interview with Rick Wise, and a lot of people know Rick Wise in the Northwest for his huge Atari collection that he has, and I actually am going to be featuring his Atari collection on my new channel, which is going to be called The Ultimate Collection. So please make sure that you tune in and watch that. But this one here is Rick's favorite Atari game. This is what actually solidified him into being an actual game player. This is Adventure. This is the 1978 version, and this one is actually signed by Rick. This is one of one copy, so this soon will be a collector's edition. I'm very excited. So when I picked up my Atari collection, I went and I was totally excited when I found these games, because anybody that knows the history of gaming will know that these two games right here are extremely important to the history of gaming. One, Donkey Kong by Nintendo for the ColecoVision, and then Atari Super Mario Brothers by Nintendo. And I'll actually be doing a Nintendo history review for the NES, and then also just for Nintendo in general too. I'll be going over the importance of these two cards, so make sure you watch for that as well. So and then I just kind of wanted to go over some of my games here. I actually picked up I picked up some Sword Quest games. I have Sword Quest Earthworld loose cart. I actually have 2 copies of Sword Quest Earthworld, excuse me. Then I also have a loose copy of Sword Quest Fireworld, so there's 3 there. Then I also, Sword Quest Earthworld complete in the box, has the comic book and everything inside. Now this is, I'm going to say the crown jewel of my Atari collection, just because of what it is. This is a complete sealed, mint condition, never opened Sword Quest Fireworld for the Atari 2600. It's never ever been opened. It's completely sealed, and I got this thing for a extremely awesome price. I got it for $4, and you can learn more about the rarity of these at Atari2600.com. So when I found out what these actually go for, I was like, sweet. You know, it's really nice to be able to add items like this to a collection, especially for a collector that does not plan on selling any of his items. Now, if I do have extras, you know, like these here, if anybody's interested in them, tell me what you have, and we could do a trade for them. Or if you're just interested in purchasing them, private message me, let me know, just because, you know, I do have these copies already. So and then also, this is pretty crazy. I picked up about 60 Atari games that actually came with this whole lot of Atari that I purchased. So some of the most notable games in here is like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indy 500. Go ahead and pull these out here. Frogger. One of the most interesting games that I actually picked up that I was really surprised to find out was actually worth anything. It's weird. Strawberry Shortcake. This is an interesting game. I played it for about 5 minutes and turned it off. I'm not really into games like this, but it's a nice addition to my collection, and I was really excited to actually have it. What other games do I have here? Hubert. Now these are by Parker Brothers. Tutankhamun. And this is by Imagic. This is Atlantis, which this game was actually pretty fun. I played it. Skiing, that's not too bad. You can whip right through it. It's a lot of fun. Pinball, hours of enjoyment there. And who can forget Yar's Revenge? Now I also have a second copy of Yar's Revenge. Chopper Command. Stampede. Night Driver. Star Raiders. Now this is for the tele-games. Sears, but you can also play it on the Atari 2600. Game Program. Video Olympics for the 2600. Now I have, I think, probably 3 copies of this game, so at some point, if anybody's interested, I would like to do a trade, or I'm going to have to wind up having all 3 of these copies signed by Bill Carlton, so that way there'll be a super edition of my collection. But Missile Command, and then I have Pac-Man for the Sears tele-games. Jungle Hunt, that game was actually quite a bit of fun. There's about 3 levels. You can run through it real quick. It only takes about 10 minutes to beat. Indy 500. Warlords. The game is nothing like what it's shown on the picture. MASH, that was interesting. It's kind of cool though, I guess that some kid back in the 80s really wanted people to know that it was his because there's Dustin on the back of it. This is my game, it's MASH. Nobody else can have it. It's kind of funny. Breakaway 4, this is another Sears tele-game. Activision, Laser Blast, I have 2 or 3 copies of this as well. So, Riddle of the Sphinx, I'm actually playing this game, and it's actually quite a bit of fun. Firefighter, Haunted House, which I have a couple copies of this. Moon Patrol, which is really cool. Chase. Basketball, Return of the Jedi, and then I also have, let me get it right here, The Empire Strikes Back. Ooh, yeah. Atari 2600 Super Football. This was actually not too bad. I got beat. The computer beat me last night, so maybe it's, you know, it's harder than Madden. We have boxing. Like I said, Raiders of the Lost Ark, awesome game. Pole Position, played this game for probably 4 hours last night. You have to have pole position. I mean, it's almost identical to the arcade. It's totally awesome. Keystone Capers, this game is actually quite fun. And let's see here. Home Run Baseball. Golf. Freeway. Spider Fighter. Galaxin. Ooh, sorry, it's Galaxin. This one's really cool. I just had a flashback of how much fun I had playing this game not too long ago. Cosmic Arc. Pitfall. Love this game. I grew up playing Pitfall on the Atari 2600. This game was probably one of the games that helped solidify me into actually to become a game player. This game was awesome. Kangaroo. And the last game we have here is River Raid. Very interesting game. Then my boxed normal Atari collection, or game actually, is Outlaw. This one's here complete in the box. The other items that I picked up here are a couple magazines. I have our manuals and pictures and stuff. Atari Sword Quest Earthworld Manual. This one here is a Spider-Man for Atari and Sears video game. This is the owner's manual. Another owner's manual is, Star Raiders, which I have this game. This is really cool for the Sears tele-game. This one is for Atari Warlords. Owner's manual there. I'll save this for last. Coming soon from Atari and DC Comics, Sword Quest. Then on the back is a free Atari Age. Demons and Diamonds manual. Then here's a front of an Atari Force. Alright, so moving on to my posters that I have. Let me go ahead and open these up really easy. My Sword Quest poster. It has information on the back and then a piece that you can cut out for the official Atari challenge for Sword Quest. I wonder if I cut this out and mail it in, if I'll get anything back. I wonder if they'll enter me. No? Oh. I thought it'd be worth a try. Alright, and the other item that I was extremely excited to find in my Atari pickup box, in my Atari pickups that I got the other night, was this Atari 2600 poster. What this does is this shows all the new games that are coming out for the 2600. And then on the back, it shows accessories and then other games that are coming out. So, and this is actually in really mint condition, so I'm really excited to have this. So, but that is pretty much it for my pickups video. Now, I just want to give a couple shout-outs. Like I said, one, Rick Wise. You can learn more about Rick and his collection at AtariCollector.com, at CommodoreComputerClub.com. Then don't forget, I am starting a new channel called The Ultimate Collection. So make sure you check that out, because I will have Rick Wise and also John Hancock. Alright, and don't forget to check out my affiliates down at the bottom, VPGames.com and NintendosForSale.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe YouTube, and if you have any comments or any suggestions for anything that you'd like to see on this channel, please feel free to leave your comments down at the bottom. I look forward to hearing them. Alright YouTube, until we meet again, this has been another edition of the All Consoles Gamer.